Okay, here we are again, and with the Soviet forces and the Chinese communists in 1969 fighting it out on the border. We successfully routed the enemy in the last battle, and we are now going to see what happens. We are currently in defensive positions in the area, in the same area as the previous battle, except the fact that we had taken more territory. So we're going to make the turn. Okay, so it appears, according to our little map over in the upper left here, that the enemy will be coming in from Mount Provaya. We're going to need to make preparations to defend this area. We have 3 infantry platoons or squads, and of course our commander. Let me see how I want to do this. I don't know really what kind of opposition we're going to be facing. I think it was infantry. So, and they are attacking us. So the question is where do we place our troops to best handle this? I think we'll take 1 unit here and put it there. That'll give us some elevation to be able to fire down, as well as cover our right flank, which would be our east flank in this case. Let's see. Now our second group here. Don't know, do I want them like that? I kind of want them having this cover here. I definitely don't want those guys just still hanging out there. Let's think about this. I don't like that one. Okay, so I've placed my command unit in the center behind Dong and his group. Yu is up to on our right side. Xiao is on our left flank here. So I think we don't have artillery support or anything, so I think we're good that way. Let me check the main map. That's the only units that we have. Maybe I just changed that guy's position, I'm sure. Nah, they don't have a lot of cover there, but not much else I can do about that. Okay, so this is the end of our deployment phase, and I'm content with the orders, and the battle has begun. This way I'm hoping that, you know, it's always bad when you start off the game with the word hope. I think that's probably a critical error. We do have good cover, and possibly I might have been better off on this mountain range up here. But then again, the enemy is supposedly... Oh, I see a flare over here, and these guys are hunkered down. I wish they'd take a little more cover, but we do have relatively good cover, unless they're above us. If they're coming at us from the east, we're going to have a hard day. What we're trying to do is... This will be our main force with the command unit and the largest infantry group. And then our other group up here will be to provide cover, crossfire, and cover down below. Also, there's this road here. You can see the shadow line of this hill, and that'll give us a natural obstacle to force the enemy troops over it if they attack from that direction. So our left flank is actually kind of nicely set up here. Now, contrary to the last mission, we are not in fortified positions, although we do have some nice natural features to help provide some protection. Okay, we have enemy contact near Granite 1. Seems to be, what is this? It's a truck. There's a barbed wire fence there too. I've looked at, on Google Earth, I've looked at the maps that show the border between the between Russia and Communist China, and it's some real interesting terrain. I would not want to be fighting in that stuff. I don't know if rugged is really even comes close to describing the characteristics of that terrain. Anybody that fights there is going to have some issues. Granite 1. Now, of course, when the battle goes like this, my first thoughts when I don't have when the contact seems to be delayed, is then, should I be pushing forward? Which, of course, is always an option, and an aggressive option, which is what I would like to favor. But since they indicated they were coming to me, I think it's better for me to stay in a prepared position, or as prepared as I can be, and rather than leave those positions and try to attack the enemy in theirs. Of course, then, you could always get into the case of both groups being in transit and meeting each other, which could be interesting. But I do want to win, and so I'm going to resist moving my troops. I assume a truck carries troops. Okay, so we're going to come back when we get a little bit more contact. Okay, we haven't had any additional contact, and of course, being the impatient person I am, I'm going to move up my right flank, which is in a higher position to observe and see if they can spot the enemy. I assume that the enemy has driven up in a truck over here to the northwest. That's north. And so they've driven up in that truck, and they probably unloaded their troops, and the troops are on foot moving forward, I'm hoping. At this elevation, this squad should be able to see them, hoping. Okay, so the bad thing about this is, of course, our men are silhouetted against the ridge line. The problem with that is ostensibly, as you can see from the mini-map in the upper left, that the enemy is coming straight through to us. So the question is, do I give up defending this position where I'm assembled, Kulin 1, which is, I assume, what they're after. Yeah. So, or do I try to take the attack to them? This is where the difference between being passive and aggressive really becomes kind of critical. And then kind of caught in that trap. I don't want to give up my defensive capabilities, I don't want to give up the defenses that I'm in, because I think they're pretty good. But on the other hand, I don't want to sit here all day either. If the enemy is just going to lay low, then I'd prefer to full forward. So let's move this guy. Well, they're being cautious enough. That's good. The right flank up on top of the hill is anchoring and has good field of fire. Zhao's has got less protection when they come this way. Boy, this is really sticking them out here. But there is some cover. Not a lot though. I'll take Dong and put him up into here. Dong seems to be in position. I kind of like where Zhao's. I'm assuming from that they aren't going to push forward. We're going to push you up here. I'm going to put Dong up here. Whoa! They're firing off. Oh, so there's Soviet forces over here. Okay, interesting. That's not what I was quite expecting, but I guess I should expect that kind of stuff. So maybe what they did is they came up through, they went east. Yeah, that's what we're getting over here now. That's where the truck is. Dong has made his force up there. I'll bring up my command unit up here. Dong will hold positions down there in case we have some problems there. I think I'll bring Zhao up here too. Move him into there. I wonder if I would rather have Chow come up. I think I want Chow to come over here. I'm going to have him cross over this way and try to flank these characters up here. This is one of the things I like about this game, is there is a certain unpredictable aspect to it, and this is one of them. We were expecting an attack from the north, but what we got was one from the northeast, which is cool. These guys are in a bad position because they're on the facing slope towards us. They don't, I mean, we're looking right down their throats, so to speak. And they're definitely moving forward. If I can, I catch them in a pincher. If I get my troops up on top of this hill over here, I'd nail them. Dong's going to keep that position covered, just in case. I think we're in a good enough position here that we can... I don't think we're in too much trouble here, if any at all. We're going to fast move over here. I think that we're going to... they got a guy up here on the right, so they've already hit the top of this peak, so we're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage there. I don't really like our guys going across this plain like that. Oh, shoot. I have to say, the Soviets are brave suckers. Alright, I'm going to bring Zhao's men up. We're going to make the decision that there is no enemy down there other than the truck, and we're going to move up to support these guys. These guys have got to be at a severe disadvantage. I mean, they're on the facing slope. I wouldn't exactly call it a turkey shoot, but we've got one wounded or killed in this squad. Let's see what Zhao's men are doing, or Dong's men are doing. We're going to force these guys, Zhao's men up this way. Now, we've still got a couple over here, though. Alright, Dong's group is now in firing position. This should get them in a nice crossfire. That'll give Zhao's group a chance to get the high ground here. Okay, he's gone. Well, if I could get to the top of this hill, we'd make them very unhappy. And I've got a long line here for Zhao's group. Well, the enemy's got quite a few people here. We're flanking them nicely. We're coming up on their southern flank. They're basically a line north-south through here. And Zhao's group is going to fold them up. This poor guy, he's in the middle of everything. Well, there's a lot of troops over here. Yeah, I think they were part of that group that was attacking us earlier. Or that was up in here. I think we've pretty much eliminated the enemy down in the valley, this little valley down here. And we're going to push forward. Once we get to the top of this hill, we'll be able to snipe down at them. The enemy wants to cease fire. I'm not so much in favor of that. Troops are still moving forward. We've shooting down into the valley to the northwest. Gonna make it hot down there for them. Okay, this is good. We should be able to finish them off. Ooh. A lot more troops down there. Move these guys, Dong's group up. Tighten that noose. How is you doing? He's doing pretty good. Move him up. I've clearly got a lot of guys there. Alright, who's panicking? Alright. Our troops are running. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, clearly I led them... could recover, and they're not happy. That's a big group. Bring these guys up. These guys are in an excellent position. Chomp on those guys. Ooh, you see him get shot? Tell you one thing, the Russians aren't lacking for courage. This is pretty cool. Alright, we've got 9 available and 2 are down. Nope. But he obviously can't see those guys. Let's see here. I tried to target these guys over here, but that ain't happening. Alright, the other group is coming into range now. And we're down on ammo. Where's this guy's troops doing? Where's you at? Alright, you need to get up here. These guys are out of the battle altogether. Come on, get up there. The U's group is slowly making its way. They should be able to make mincemeat of the guys over here on the left. Oh, you killed my guy! Oh, you butts! Oh, he's wounded. Get him! Shoot him! Yeah, he's recovered. I'm trying to set these guys up as targets. Alright, at least he's shooting. Ah, got him. Ooh, got him. Ah, well, that targeting worked. Ah, very good. Broke that impasse. Moving these guys forward. Pushing the attack. Dong is going to stay in his position and anchor that location. Probably bring up my command unit. If I could find them. Oh, there they are. Do a fast move over here. Well, it's been one of the longer battles I've had. Yep, another one. Yeah, these guys are in pretty good shape over here. No, we're forcing him back. Okay, that worked. The targeting seems to work pretty good. I guess the little orange X means shoot this guy. Crawling through the grasses was Kalishnikov. Yeah, most of these guys can't see him. Okay. So far, I think that we have taken most of those guys. Use forces over there. We're going to try to take Provaya. Hopefully we don't run into anybody over there. I'm fast moving him under the assumption that there's no other enemies there. Little hand grenade. Enemy retreated. We're down on the countdown now. This battle is ours, ladies and gentlemen. Just wish I'd been able to conquer Provaya. I do have him on fast mark, so I don't know if I'm going to have enough time, though. This was an interesting battle. The only thing that failed was the trying to flank them on this side. I'm not quite sure. I guess there's just too many troops there. Total victory. Forces before battle, 37. Forces after battle, 20. So 50%, 54%. Casualties before the battle, 97. After the battle, 13. They only had 13% of their troops left. They had 13 and 0 in terms of territory. We had 0 and 15 in terms of territory. We lost 2 killed. They lost 14. 5 wounded on our side. Yeah, pretty good. Eliminated 10 enemy soldiers with 1 squad or vehicle. Eliminated 10 enemy soldiers with 1 squad or vehicle. Not sure what that means. Maybe 2. Won a battle with a kill ratio of 5-1 in players' favor. Total control. Captured all flags at a tactical area. Hey, that's pretty cool. Wow, sure glad I'm recording this. You can't tell you times I've played these games and going, had a great game, and then when I went to record it, not so much. Anyway, thank you for joining me in this little episode. This was a great little battle. This may be the end of the second part of the campaign between the Soviets and the Russians, or the Soviets, or the Chinese comms. And thank you again. If you liked and enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the battlefield.